want to travel through the UK, one way of doing it is of course to rent a car. The only thing you need to get used to is driving on the left side of the road, but I think most of you probably already know how to do that. And for us, for example, like me coming from Germany, it's easy. It takes you half a day and you will be used to that. It is very, very scenic if you drive through the country, and there are some specific tourist routes which you can take, which takes you from castle to castle or from side to side. There's a lot of villages out there to explore. If you drive from England to Scotland, for example, or vice versa, but it is a very, very nice way to experience the country.
Behind me now you can see the Jedburgh Abbey, or let's say the remains of it, because it is 900 years old. It's a little bit like a ruin, but it has a very, very rich history. Just below the abbey you find the ruins of some old cellars, which were actually the wine cellars of the monks. So now I cannot wait for a wine tasting. This abbey is late Romantic, early Gothic style and still up to date. It is one of the most visited sites in whole Scotland. And the best view of the abbey you have from where I am standing now. We're in the town of Stirling, which is approximately 1 hour drive north of Edinburgh, and that's the Stirling Castle, which is more than 200 years old, and we will visit that today. Finally, we are at the right time to do so, but I don't know yet if I can film inside. Standing now at the point where one day a guy called John Damien tried to fly in a bird suit to France. Well, I think the direction is correct. France would be that way, but unfortunately he's crashed down there and he survived just breaking one of his legs. That's amazing. And that's the inside of that castle, which looks beautiful on the outside, but inside it's unfortunately a little bit empty. And this is where the king would sit and eat, and all his people would follow him and they would drink in here. And today on the menu we have wild boar and peppermint sauce, or some of that lovely haggis. Also today we get a nice impression for that very nice Scottish weather. And this is the only place where I found some refuge from that crazy weather outside. It's raining that way, and I ended up in the dungeon. It's still cold, but at least it's dry. We now reached at the National Wallace Monument, which was built in order to honor William Wallace. For those of you who don't know who that is, maybe you know him better under the name Braveheart. I'm sure you watched that movie. We would like to show it to you. It's quite interesting. Still, his sword is up there and we have to climb 246 steps to reach the top of it. Unfortunately, you can see it yourself. The weather today is really, really bad. I don't want to get out of the car. We will do that next time we come here. So finally I made it to the center of Edinburgh, the capital of Scotland. I'm just taking a walk, that beautiful garden here along Princess Street. Behind me now, the stunning Edinburgh Castle. Let's go inside, let's have a look at it. And here we are live from the castle in Edinburgh, basically at the gates, and you see the weather, the nice Scottish weather has come back at us. And here you already see it's 9:30 in the morning and you see this big crowds moving into the castle. Imagine it would be nice weather. The people predominantly come from far eastern countries, so it should be a very interesting experience altogether inside. And these are still the original cannons, which nobody less than King James V installed here around 1800. This is the dark David's Tower, and here the Scottish crown jewels were hidden during World War II. And this is the prison of war. These guys make quite a noise here. There's a video here. I'm a little bit disappointed by this prison. I wanted to see torture and blood. This is too cozy for a prison. Unfortunately, I could not show you the crown jewels. It is strictly prohibited to film or take pictures of them. Probably it's easier to steal them, but taking pictures is not allowed. But maybe you take this as a motivation to come here yourself. And with that picture, my video of the UK comes to an end. It was a super road trip. I hope you got a lot of nice impressions. If you like it, please press the like button or subscribe to my channel. See you next time.